Welcome back to Fight Talk MMA. Today we're uncovering major storylines across the fight world, from tense cage-side altercations to cancelled bouts that shocked fans. But before we dive into the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support goes a long way in helping us continue to bring you the latest fight news. Tensions flared at a recent event in Mexico City when Jamall Emmers delivered a spectacular first-round knockout over Gabriel Miranda. Moments after the finish, Emmers' striking coach Chris Culley and head coach Jacob Behney got into a startling altercation near the cage. Video footage showed Chris Culley shouting in Jacob Behney's face and jabbing a finger at him before Behney grabbed Culley's wrist to restrain him. Lightweight Chris Padilla also rushed in, doing his best to separate the two and restore calm. The exact cause of this outbreak remains unclear, especially considering that Emmers' victory should have been a unifying moment of celebration for the team. Observers speculate the tension might have simmered behind the scenes, with unspoken disagreements escalating under the pressure of fight night. Regardless, a coach-on-coach conflict is a rarity that stands out even in a sport known for its intensity. Fans remain curious to see if there will be official statements or lasting repercussions following this public confrontation. Veteran announcer Bruce Buffer made waves when he mistakenly declared Gabriel Miranda the winner instead of Jamall Emmers. Given Bruce Buffer's long-standing reputation for near-flawless delivery, this slip-up took viewers by surprise. As the official voice of numerous title fights and main events for years, Buffer's energy and iconic style have become synonymous with high-profile MMA, but in Mexico City, he ignited confusion by reading out the wrong name after the knockout. The broadcast quickly corrected the results, but not before social media erupted in commentary ranging from playful jabs to genuine shock. Many fans defended Bruce Buffer, pointing out that after thousands of fight announcements, a single error can happen to anyone. Others saw it as a noteworthy gaffe, especially in a profession that relies on impeccable timing and accuracy. Ultimately, while mistakes are a part of any live show, the moment underscored how crucial presentation is in the world of MMA. Expect Bruce Buffer to bounce back strongly, continuing his tradition of electrifying fighter intros.
Great writer Rudyard Kipling once said, it's not to reason why, it's but to do or die, right? And I live by that premise. I am the messenger, I am the hired gun, I'm supposed to go out there and do my thing, right? The commission, the referees, in charge of the octagon, the commission's in charge of the results, they hand me something.
Rising welterweight contender Shawn Brady has not held back in his critique of two of the division's most recognized names, Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. After his impressive submission victory over Leon Edwards, Brady felt he deserved a top-tier bout. Instead, he heard rumblings that Kamaru Usman wanted a title eliminator fight against him. Shawn Brady scoffed at the notion, pointing out that he had just taken out Leon Edwards, the same fighter who had bested Usman. Brady showed even less respect for Colby Covington, citing Covington's recent inactivity and legal tangles outside the cage. Shawn Brady believes Covington has squandered goodwill with fans and doesn't deserve a high-stakes matchup anytime soon. Despite the verbal fireworks, it remains to be seen whether the UFC will line up either Usman or Covington for Shawn Brady. If so, the welterweight division could see one of its more intriguing bouts in recent memory, especially given the stylistic challenges each side would present. For now, Shawn Brady is patiently waiting for the next big name to test his rapidly evolving skill set. Despite the hype surrounding Ilia Topuria, Daniel Cormier is not buying into suggestions that high-caliber fighters like Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira are actively avoiding him. In a recent media appearance, Ilia Topuria declared that only matchups with Makhachev or Oliveira made sense for his future, and implied they feared his rapidly developing skill set. Daniel Cormier, who has trained alongside some of the most elite fighters in the game, immediately refuted this idea, stating that the top contenders at lightweight are professionals who fear no one. Cormier praised Topuria for his well-rounded capabilities, but stressed that fear simply doesn't factor into these high-level showdowns. The conversation has shifted to whether Topuria's quest for a lightweight title shot aligns with the UFC's broader plans, considering how stacked the division is. Nonetheless, Daniel Cormier remains confident that any of the top fighters, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler, or the champion himself, would sign on the dotted line without hesitation. Topuria has lit a fire under the division, and fans are anxiously waiting to see who rises to the challenge. Continuing the Ilia Topuria story, the Georgian-born fighter clarified that calling out Charles Oliveira was not meant to be disrespectful, but was simply telling the truth. Topuria highlighted Oliveira's past losses, emphasizing the number of stoppages on his record. While Charles Oliveira has become one of the sport's most respected finishers, Topuria wants to remind fans that Do Bronx has faced adversity too. The real dispute lies in whether Oliveira will meet Topuria in the octagon. Topuria maintains he was promised a direct path to a title shot upon vacating his featherweight belt, implying that challenging big names at lightweight is the natural next step. With the division's top contenders, Makhachev, Gaethje, Poirier, and Oliveira all jockeying for position, Topuria believes he has the skill set to outdo them all. Supporters point to Topuria's aggressive style and wrestling pedigree, while skeptics note the formidable gauntlet of proven lightweight warriors. Whether this feud materializes into an official fight remains to be seen, but the verbal jabs have certainly ignited a fresh rivalry in an already deep division. After their controversial fight ended due to an eye poke, Henry Cejudo has been vocal about wanting an immediate rematch with Song Yadong. The bout was stopped in the 4th round when Cejudo could not continue, leaving Song Yadong ahead on the scorecards and declared the winner. Henry Cejudo believes the ending robbed both fighters of a definitive conclusion and has openly criticized Dana White for not supporting an immediate second meeting. Cejudo also claims Dana White still holds a grudge over his abrupt retirement announcement in 2020, a move that came when Cejudo was reigning champion. Critics argue the eye poke, though unfortunate, did not overshadow Song Yadong's strong performance, making an instant rematch less compelling. Nevertheless, Henry Cejudo points out that fans deserve a clean finish for any fight that carries such high stakes. Whether Dana White will relent remains uncertain. If the UFC brass remains unmoved, Cejudo might explore other options, but this rivalry with Song Yadong appears far from settled.
We're about to be brothers, Bisbing. I couldn't see off my left. My right's okay, but I think even that last minute when he was chasing me, I didn't know what he was throwing at me. I can't see from the left, so I wanted to continue. I continued, but if I can't see, bro, this is gonna hurt me.
A lighthearted yet risky moment, Merab Dvalishvili wrestled a fan who appeared to be significantly bigger than him on a beach. While many viewed the clip as a fun, impromptu demonstration of Dvali's grappling prowess, others questioned the wisdom of putting himself in a vulnerable position outside of professional settings. With the bantamweight champion rumored to rematch Umar Nurmagomedov at UFC 316, some worry that unsanctioned tussles could jeopardize fight-ready health. Yet Merab Dvalishvili has always been known for his playful approach to training and fan engagement. He regularly posts impromptu grappling sessions on social media, showcasing an approachable side that fans rarely see from professional fighters. The real question is whether the UFC or Dana White might step in with a cautionary word. Regardless, Merab Dvalishvili continues to ride a wave of momentum, and this unorthodox encounter seems unlikely to derail his championship ambitions. For now, fans are simply entertained, though the UFC brass may raise an eyebrow. Joe Pyfer shocked fans by pulling out of his scheduled clash with Kelvin Gastelum just hours before the card in Mexico City. According to Pyfer, he contracted a severe illness, possibly from food or altitude, and suffered relentless stomach issues that made competing unsafe. The heavy-handed middleweight had been on a roll, compiling a 4-1 record in the UFC with a recent knockout of Marc-Andre Barriault. Kelvin Gastelum, a seasoned contender known for high-profile matchups, was equally caught off guard. Joe Pyfer took to social media, expressing disappointment and apologizing to fans who anticipated a thrilling bout. He also stated he would never fight in that location again, vowing not to risk his health. While no new date has been confirmed, Pyfer remains hopeful that a rematch can be scheduled on a different card, allowing both fighters to collect a paycheck and put on the show fans deserve. Gastelum, for his part, awaits clarity on whether the UFC will find him another matchup soon or hold off until Pyfer's return. A high-profile welterweight battle between Carlos Prates and Jeff Neal met an abrupt end when Neal withdrew due to an undisclosed injury. Despite Carlos Prates being left without a replacement opponent, commentary from John and Nick hinted at promising developments on the horizon for Prates. Meanwhile, rumors circulated that Jamall Hill had also sustained an injury ahead of his scheduled fight against Khalil Roundtree, casting doubt on another potentially thrilling matchup. Whispers suggest Derek Lewis might step in, though nothing official has been confirmed. The string of injuries has caused significant reshuffling, leaving fans eager for clarity. Dana White has not released full details, but the cancellations underscore the unpredictable nature of MMA, where training camp injuries and other factors frequently disrupt schedules. Fans can only hope that both Jeff Neal and Jamall Hill recover quickly, and that Carlos Prates finds the big opportunity opportunity teased by the UFC. Until official confirmations drop, these developments remain some of the most talked about points heading into future fight cards.
I'd rather not talk about that right now. We could talk about that another time, but yeah, obviously it's exciting for the company and everything else, but this is about these guys right now.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We appreciate your time and support, and we look forward to bringing you more updates soon.